Okay, so I have a simple experiment with an homemade inductor here that you can make a boost converter. But I tried this before I recorded and it worked, and we got 5 volts in our capacitor here, and then we have I'm using the diodes from my broken rectifier here. The flash capacitor leg broke off somehow. Don't know how that happened. So here's our meter we're gonna use to test the current of the capacitor. Not the current, my bad. The voltage of the capacitor. But right now, since I did this experiment before I started the video, it should be we're at 3 volts, is slowly discharging. Our battery voltage to prove to you that it's not the battery's voltage. Battery's at 4.08 volts. So we're going to just give it some taps. Alright, so I gave it a couple taps. I wish I had a microcontroller to switch it on and off very fast. And the reason why we have the diodes is to keep the capacitor from discharging back into the inductor. And I don't know if we need this. Where's the core? I don't know where the core is right now, but I don't know if it was needed or not, but we have to see. My core's right here. Huh? Oh, I thought it was on. Anyway, we're going to check our battery voltage. As you saw, it was less effective without the core. And with the core, I'm just gonna shove that in there. Go ahead and give it a few taps. Okay, so I tapped it a few times, a couple times actually. Check our battery. As you can see, we saw 4.9 volts there, and we're going to tap it a little bit more, get our voltage up. Okay, so give it a couple more taps. This is actually very tiring because it's a lot. And see, we had 5 volts. I'm gonna try and do this and hold it. But yeah, actually I want to see if I can get a shock from it. So I'm going to disconnect the capacitor, see if I'll get a shock. So our capacitor is at 5 volts, which is what I wanted, 5 volts. And we're gonna put my fingers across and see. Never try this at home, but well, technically you can try this at home. It won't kill you. So if you just take your inductor and then put your fingers. Nah, I don't feel anything. It's not high enough. But if you want this to work even better, you can take a actual fully built inductor here and use this instead of that crap over there. We're gonna switch over. All right, so I have a proper inductor here. Look at this. This is a proper inductor that I took out of a inverter. Well, it was for the 5 volt boost that, I don't know. I think this is a step down since it was 12 volts, but I have to find a lower one. And here's another type of inductor. If you're wondering what inductors do, they store energy in the form of magnetic field and then release it as usable electricity when the initial power supply is disconnected and wants to push the magnetic fields that the magnetic fields that is stored. The magnetic energy that it has stored in itself and wants to push it back out into the circuit, and it gives you higher voltage. Well, it depends on the inductor. So we're gonna hook it up. My meter's complaining. Try again. I think you guys saw those sparks. But this inductor is more of a short circuit than my homemade one right here. We're gonna test the voltage across the capacitor. 4.82. Wait, I have to do another test. We're at 4.82, and then we're gonna see the voltage increased. No, I think I shorted the capacitor. Because the wires keep crossing over. I think I shorted the capacitor to 0. Yep, I did. Let's charge it. Okay, let's see if it's even charging. 6 volts. So you can see that this one is giving us higher voltage, 7 volts. I'm gonna try and get this up to 12 volts and see how high our voltage can really get. Okay, we're gonna see how much current that put into the battery. Yeah, the only problem is that this capacitor takes longer to charge at 2.1 volts. So in theory, this is gonna take way too long to get 12 volts, but I'll do some more experimenting later and tell you guys my results. I don't think I have a bigger, I need a smaller capacitor. Like a mid-range one. It's like not extremely high rating. I don't know where it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.